Hey friends. Um had an interesting day. I went up and saw the osteopath who took a look at my shoulder. It already feels better. The treatments that he does are just somehow they just manage to nail it. Um and I we talked a little bit about my ligament tear in my wrist. And I think it was interesting because I think he was kind of surprised. It was finally like, and I had sort of accepted where I am in a way. Um, and the final radiologist's report that I had produced, that I went and retrieved, and then I sent it to the osteopath. I had kind of arrived at a place of surrender to it in a way. That comes with an awful lot of, it comes with some caveats in that it's scary to have weakness, a weakness that could be destabilizing in a variety of moments. And I think listening to the osteopath today kind of, oh, I've got a daughter who's not feeling so great. He's not feeling so good. Anyway, I think she's okay. Watching him wrestle with having it kind of sink in and take on the implications of it, or think through the implications of it, had the unfortunate effect of making me revisit some of those steps along the way to surrendering to this. And it's like the choice is between, am I going to be afraid or not? Am I going to live in fear or not? And the fact is, it's it, it it's not a hard choice as far as like deciding which way to go. But fear is like a temptation. It comes back. It offers itself as a way of seeing the world. A word popped into my head today. The combination of the word, like basically the word erosion with fear stuck on the beginning of it. So fear-osion. And I was like, I don't actually remember why this strange word popped into my head. But I think the image that came with it was fear erodes us. Fear is like erosion. It gradually wears us down. And so, and when we sort of like are in that place of presence of mind and we're able to see our own psyche and see our own capacity to choose how we respond to circumstances, to events, to anything that happens, it's not like we go, I wonder which way we should go here. I wonder if we should, I wonder if we should settle into our highest self and be truly present with what is and allow this moment to give us the gift of a deeper appreciation of our own impermanence and a deeper and a commensurate deeper appreciation of the beauty of this moment. Or should we take all of this as a sign that the world is going to hell in a handcart and that the rest of our life is going to be the process of increasing level of pain, level of discomfort, level of diminished capacity, and just a general reduction in consciousness? Give me a minute. I really need to think this one through, right? No, nobody does that. We just, assuming that we've embraced this perspective that we've ever felt, that we've gotten to where our heart knows how to do that. But I think most people kind of have, or a lot of people have anyway. That doesn't mean that that this isn't going to grab us and in a moment of whatever challenging experience or even just a psychological shift might grab a hold of us and try to convince us that actually fear is the reality. This over here all sounds nice and like, yeah, you should probably believe that, but this is real. And it's that age-old battle between our ego and our higher self. Because our ego always loves to say, I am reality. That's what our ego literally thinks it is. It thinks it's reality. And it will point to all these kind of facts and evidence that it is reality. And usually that there's nothing beyond that reality. That to think that there's something beyond that reality is to be delusional. That's why spiritual practice is kind of important. Because in spiritual practice, we get glimpses of a reality that completely transcends the ego's reality. It's far more fundamental to the nature of consciousness to exist in a state of objectless bliss, of total peace with everything that is, no matter how wonderful or difficult it may be. So that conversation between fear and non-fear is really just kind of the ego trying to pipe up again, trying to chime in, trying to drive the car. And I think as the older I get, the more experiences I have. As I grow, I am becoming more and more stably oriented, stably able to be over here, to kind of actually feel like my feet are on the ground in this reality. But the waves still hit. The waves still crash. The fear erosion still, still gives me a wallop every once in a while. And I just kind of have to accept it and not deny it, but also not deny the humanity that experiences that pain, but also not buy the story that my ego is trying to tell me, because that's dangerous. That's a path towards, then the tunnel's getting narrower, and the light at the end of the tunnel is not coming closer, it's getting further away. And that's not what we want. It's not how I want to live. So I have to just be grateful and be present. And when I do that, it naturally feels easy. It naturally feels fearless. It's not that I have to buck up my courage like I'm about to go into a gladiator ring with a bunch of other gladiators and tigers and ready to conquer them. Like, that's not the kind of courage that this takes. It takes the courage of acceptance, the courage of allowing reality to be what it is, allowing my own impermanence and all impermanence to be what it is. It's a courage that softens instead of hardens. That's where I am today, folks. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.